Hey YouTube, Sean here. Welcome to episode 23 of the Godzilla Rewatch. I am joined by my friend Cody, who
hey, what's up, guys?
Finally watched for the very first time Godzilla in 1998 with me, and he really
it was just so boring. Like it was hard to watch.
Oh yeah, so like we finally got somebody who's seen this movie for the first time, and all of its complete shittiness.
Just like felt like it dragged on forever.
Yes, this is the first time I've watched it in a few years, and like I mean I was making fun of it the whole time, but even then, like it really after like the first time Godzilla, who's actually just Zilla, makes his first appearance within the movie, that's it. That's the peak of the movie. You can just shut it off right then and there. This thing is not Godzilla. Every character in this movie is a complete fucking moron. I hate Audrey. Audrey is a bitch. She literally is like, oh, but Nick, I just stole the top secret information, got you fired so I could boost my career. Why are you so mad? I'm like, fuck you, lady. The military's incompetent. They cause more damage than the thing does. It's raining every fucking day in New York City. Zilla's design, like, on its own is fine, but not as Godzilla. Like, doesn't even breathe fire. Doesn't fight another monster, gets eviscerated by fucking missiles. Just everything about this is wrong. The little Zillosauruses at the very end, the little baby Zillas at the end of the movie are just the velociraptors from Jurassic Park. Yeah. With poorly done CGI, I might add. Just nothing exciting about this movie. And then just when you think it's over...
there's more.
There's more. There is more. And there's so many other dumb things in this movie. Like, you could rip on, like, every single... little bit of it. I mean, I don't know what you can say that's really good about it. I like Jean Reno. He's fine. That's a lot of fish. Did I mention that's a lot of fish? Like that's a lot of fish. He really likes those fish. Other dumb things. Pregnancy tests done for humans in that apparently works on giant fire-breathing radioactive lizards. For whatever reason. The only thing I like in this movie is Jean Reno, who plays the French guy, the French Secret Service guy, because the rest of the French Secret Service is really incompetent except for Jean Reno. Matthew Broderick is okay. It's not like the acting isn't like all around terrible from Broderick or Jean Reno or like Hank Azaria. Yeah. Audrey is just awful. There's all these Simpsons characters in here for whatever reason. They parody Gene Siskel and Roger Ebert for whatever reason, and they do nothing with them. They don't get squashed. They don't get eaten. So what's the fucking point of having them in your movie if you're not going to just utilize that at all? Anything you want to add to it? Like, you just thought it was just fucking boring?
I mean, pretty much. It was just so, like, nothing happened. It was like, there'd be, like, they would try to, like, build suspense, but then it would just lead to nothing.
Yeah.
And that's what made it so boring, because it was like, you would think something's about to happen, but then it just... nothing would happen.
Yeah, exactly. It's other dumb things. The military can't do shit. The monster runs away from the military instead of facing it head on. He's like running around the city really fast. Just dumb shit. You got the worst possible people to make a Godzilla film. Like Roland Emmerich and Dean Dunwall, they worked for Independence Day, but for Godzilla, man, was it a bad choice. Yeah. Nothing really great about it. Like it just felt wrong. Like just nothing great at all. Like there's maybe a few decent destruction sequences, but even then you're just kind of bored throughout them. It's not like Independence Day where you had a much more likable cast. You had some more excitement. You had some suspense to what it built up to. There was a triumphant feeling to it. It just didn't work out. I mean the marketing for this film. I remember when I was little. I remember the Gidget, the Taco Bell dog. It was like, here, lizard. I remember that. I remember having toys, like the Game Boy stuff. The series that came out after this, I actually liked. I like the Game Boy stuff that came with it, too. I had a little, like, Game Boy Color game for this. So, I have some nostalgia for the TV show a bit. Like, I watched a few episodes here and there. I didn't, like, religiously watch it. Like, it never felt like Godzilla to me. Because I grew up watching all these movies. And when I watched this one, I'm like, that's not him. Even like a 4-year-old me can tell the difference. Like there's something off about this one. It just never I never really loved this movie. Like even on its own, if you take away the Godzilla part, it still definitely drags a lot. It's just kind of boring. It really is pretty boring. I mean, you can make fun of it all you want, but just trying to sit through it on its own, even if you try and take out the Godzilla portion of it, it just doesn't really work.
Let's take out the Godzilla portion. It's even more boring.
Yeah.
Just be guys, like, sitting around, like, shooting buildings.
Yeah, shooting buildings, like, missing the monster, being incompetent as can be. I'm like, this is supposed to be the military, and they're fucking morons. Everyone's stupid in this thing. In the military, when Dr. Nico Tatopoulos, it's Tatopoulos, goes and talks with them, he tells them, hey, there's an S, and they don't take him seriously at all. They're just like, whatever. We don't give a shit. Get out of here. You're fired. I'm like, you're not even going to listen to him where there could potentially be more things? What do you got to lose? You just look, you don't find anything. Oh, well, guess what? It was a theory. He was wrong, but at least you wouldn't have to worry about the shit. Then they blow up Madison Square Garden. They take down... Then Zilla pops out at the very end. It's just like, oh, thank God it's over. It's like, oh, is this a second one? No, they never found the body in the harbor. Like, then he didn't move or disappear on sonar at all? What kind of shit is this? I can't fathom this amount of stupid. Can you?
No.
Neither can I, so... It's just really dumb.
Yeah.
Just really dumb. Not really too much in terms of redeeming qualities of this movie. There's just really dumb stuff. It just isn't a great time. So, anything else you want to add?
I don't even know if there is anything else.
The new movie's coming out, so just go see that. The trailers in that are super good, but this movie just super sucks.
Yeah.
So, all right. That's what I'm going to say. Come back tomorrow as I talk about Godzilla 2000, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for joining, Cody. It's nice to get a perspective of somebody who's never actually seen the movie before and just realizing, like, how shitty it really was.
Yeah.
So, all right. Take care now. Bye-bye then. I'll see you next time.